Hi y'all, welcome to my midweek video. I hope that you all are well and that you're continuing to stay safe, and I hope that you're enjoying this wet weather. I was planning on doing this video outside and the weather changed on me. So you know what they say about the Carolinas, you don't like the weather, wait a minute, it'll change. Today I want to share with you a couple of poems about mindfulness that I found. The first one is, funny enough, entitled Found, and it's written by Frederick Beechner, and this is how it goes. Now, I'm not a poem guy, so excuse me if I don't read it right. I'm doing my best. Maybe it's all utterly meaningless. Maybe it's all unutterably meaningful. If you want to know which, pay attention to what it means to be truly human. In a world that half the time we're in love with and half the time scares the hell out of us. The unexpected sound of your name on somebody's lips, the good dream, the strange coincidence, the moment that brings tears to your eyes, the person who brings life to your life. Even the smallest events hold the greatest clues. Now, I am not known as being one who is positive, let's say. Show me a glass that's half filled, and I will not see it half filled, nor will I see it half empty. I will wonder who stole my water and why I got ripped off and only got half of a glass of water. My mantra has always been, expect the worst and you'll never be disappointed. This month, however, these past few months, a couple months, I've had to really guard myself from my pessimism. Because Lord knows, there's a lot of negative stuff going on right now. There's a lot of difficult things to hear and deal with and to read. And if you allow your pessimism to run amok right now, it's not going to be long before you're thinking, oh, we're in trouble. And you're going to find life being utterly meaningless instead of unutterably meaningful. And so I have to really keep myself in check with all the death and the illness and the no work and business being down and the economy being shaken to its core and just the stupidity that seems to be going around, the humanness of us all. Things just, it can get to you. So I've really had to sort of keep my pessimism in check. And I've been doing that by trying to be positive, to look at things in a positive nature. That this time when our business is non-existent, that it is a time when I can use to spend with family and to relish that time with family. I mean, my kids are growing up really quickly. They're not going to be around for much longer. So this is time I've been given that I can spend time with them, working a puzzle, doing the crossword, just talking, having a conversation. Don't get to do that much with your grown children. So I'm looking at that as a good thing. I'm able to engage in a more healthy lifestyle, getting more sleep at night, not getting up so early in the morning, eating better, not going out to eat as much. Lord, I miss going out to eat. Oh, the food's so good. We get takeout occasionally, but that comes with a whole bunch of rigmarole. So we're eating home in more. But I do miss takeout, miss going out to eat. But it's a more healthy lifestyle. Walking, enjoying this weather when it's not raining and everything. Folks are taking care of each other. Noticing that how folks are taking care of each other, how they're looking out for one another. Rewarding that or congratulating that or just making a mental note of it, that we are as a community coming together, pulling together. I mean, we started in our own church, so this little our free library we've converted to a food pantry, and it's already being used. We haven't even got it fully stocked, and it's already being used. That's a wonderful thing, that the community coming together, and we're inviting people from the community to come and help us stock it. It's a good thing. Taking time to grieve the things we've lost, but just taking the time. Sometimes we're so busy that we can't grieve the loss of somebody or the loss of something special to us, and that's a gift, and we've been given that time to do that. Learning new ways to communicate. This video is one of those ways. I've learned a lot about YouTube videos in the past few months. That's a good thing. Zoom calls. How are we going to connect with one another when we can't see each other or be near one another? These are good things that we're learning. We're learning how to use our technology for good, instead of TikTok videos. One of the things that I've really had to recognize as a positive for me is that my life has been slowed. That's not grammatically correct, but it has been slowed down greatly. My pace of life is much slower right now, and that's a good thing. I've found myself having time just to stare out the window and contemplate, just to think. So oftentimes, before the pandemic, I was running from one appointment to the next appointment to this, to that. And I mean, how many times have you woken up in the morning and felt like you're already behind? You haven't even eaten your breakfast. You haven't even taken your morning shower, and you're already rushing because you're feeling behind. Well, this time of sort of everything being shut down has sort of eliminated that for some of us. I know some of us are working even harder, but hey, if you're not taking time to just relax and take care of yourself, well, this is the time to do it, my friends, because it's important. It's important for us to take care of ourselves. And I think that's one of the things the pandemic is reminding us of, how important it is for us to take care of not only our health, our physical health, but our mental health. These are important things to do. And so, as I've been thinking about having time to stare out the window and contemplate life and what I want to say in my ministry and how I want to act in my ministry, I came across this other poem. It's entitled "Walk, Don't Run," and it's written by Rob Bell. And for those of you who don't know who Rob Bell is, he's a famous pastor and writer, and he's written many various writings, books, very good books. I encourage you to check them out if you have not already. But he wrote this poem. It's "Walk, Don't Run." Walk, don't run. That's it. Walk, don't run. Slow down, breathe deeply, and open your eyes, because there's a whole world right here within this one. The bush doesn't suddenly catch on fire. It's been burning the whole time. Moses is simply moving slowly enough to see it. And when he does, he takes off his sandals, not because the ground has suddenly become holy, but because he's just now becoming aware that the ground has been holy the whole time. Efficiency is not God's highest goal for your life. Neither is busyness, or how many things you can get done in one day, or speed, or even success, but walking, which leads to seeing. Now that's something. That's the invitation for every one of us today, and every day, in every conversation, interaction, event, and moment, to walk, not run. And in doing so, to see a whole world right here within this one. Walk. Don't run, Rob Bell reminds us. Efficiency is not God's highest goal for your life. Neither is busyness. This earth, this life, this creation that we have been given, that we have been asked to walk through, to walk with Christ through, has not suddenly become holy because we've noticed it. It's always been that way. It's always been holy. This world is God's holy creation. And God is asking us not to run through it, not to try to get to the end as quickly as we can, but to walk, to notice, to find unutterably meaningful instances in our daily lives. And the reality is, God has just been waiting for us to walk by the bush, the burning bush, slowly enough to notice. To realize that we need to take our sandals off because we are in fact walking on holy ground. And to look at this creation that God has made for us as the holy. We are part of God's holy. We are part of His creation. And I think sometimes it takes instances like we are engaging in right now to help slow us down enough, to help calm our minds enough, to take away all the blah that's going all over the place enough to see that the burning bush has been burning all along, that God has been reaching out to us all along. So my friends, this week I encourage you not to be in such a hurry. Not to be in such a hurry to get things open, to get things done, to get back to normal life. But to engage and embrace a slower pace of life. To engage and embrace the holy that is all around us. Even my little duck friends over here. So blessings, my friends. Grace and peace be to each and every one of you. You are part of God's holy. Embrace that holiness. And walk. Don't run. That's it. Amen.